Welcome back. Well, a group of particularly fervent Hillary Clinton supporters, known as the super volunteers, are now threatening reporters who use words they consider sexist to describe the possible 2016 presidential candidate.
New York Times reporter Amy Chozick says the group emailed her with a warning that read this: "You are on notice that we will be watching, reading, listening, and protesting coded sexism."
Joining us now to discuss, one of the best reporters in Washington, online editor at the Weekly Standard, author of Clinton Inc., The Audacious Rebuilding of a Political Machine, our friend Daniel Halper. Daniel, it's great to see you this morning.
Great to see you too, Tucker and Anna.
So imagine writing a story about Hillary Clinton that didn't contain one of these words. This is the banned words. Here they are: polarizing, calculating, disingenuous, insincere, ambitious, inevitable, entitled, overconfident, secretive. Help me here, Anna.
We'll do anything to win. Represents the past. Out of touch. And being told not to say it? What do you make of this?
Well, listen, I'm old enough to remember when half of those phrases were used to describe Mitt Romney, and I didn't hear any objections that they were sexist or that they were uncomfortable. My fear is that reporters will hold back in criticizing Hillary Clinton for fear of being labeled sexist, but clearly these very warnings themselves might raise questions of sexism, as they're only given to women. Apparently critics of the Clintons are only supposed to use their kid gloves when criticizing Hillary Clinton, and they're not supposed to speak their minds and say what they think is really going on here.
That's a really good point. And Amy Chozick, I should say, though she works for the New York Times, is a pretty good reporter, I think, a pretty straight, good reporter. When did criticizing one woman become the same as criticizing all women?
Well, I think, we saw the war on women last time around. I think we're going to see the nuclear war on women. I think it will pale in comparison to how it was last time. It's just going to be massive. Any attack on Hillary Clinton is going to be perceived as sexist by some. And I think there are a lot of people who believe that that's her strongest selling point, being the first historic female president of the United States, and they'll do anything to see that happen. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing here as the campaign progresses.
It's like when we saw the former Secretary of State finally address the email scandal, and one of the first questions was, do you think this would be under such scrutiny under the microscope if you were a male and not a female? What do you think about that?
It's so embarrassing for that reporter. I felt sorry for him. I mean, he looked like a fool. The funny thing is one of the words on the list is secretive. Hillary Clinton had a private dinner with some reporters this, a week or two ago. She even said that she had been secretive and that she's going to change that. So apparently she's able to use these words to describe herself, but nobody else can. I mean, the standards are just insane. Who's playing ref here, and why are they doing this? Why can't we just have a free and honest debate?
What's unbelievable is you talk to the Clinton people, they really believe the New York Times is out to get them. What world do you live in if you think the New York Times is too right-wing to cover you?
I think you're living in the bunker. I think you're going nuts, Send food, send survival food, because it's a weird world when Democrats fear that the New York Times is out to get them because they're reporting on a legitimate story. I mean, it's just that even the Clintons, even many Democrats are now scared of, and now all of a sudden the New York Times is out to get them. Please.
Daniel Halper.
Thank you so much from the Weekly Standard. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tucker and Anna.